Let's talk about the controversies. I think the two big controversies are going to be the penalty decisions. We've had a really strange weekend. Yesterday, they rewrote the rules. And then today, we get a penalty for Arsenal, Gyökeres. And I think it was a penalty, by the way. And VAR decides they're going to re-referee the game, which I would add is absolutely incredible to do that, because when you watch it back, Gyökeres gets there first, Nick Pape's not even looking, even if it touches his foot, he's not making a genuine attempt to win the ball, and then Gyökeres is taken out. It's a penalty. The referee gives the penalty, and then for some reason, VAR, against the guidance of the rule book and Howard Webb, decides to referee something that is not clearly and obviously wrong. So it should have been a penalty to Arsenal. It wasn't. It was overturned, and there was an injustice there. As for the Gabriel handball, I personally don't think it was a handball. I don't. I think you see his hand in the air and you go, it looks like he's hailing a taxi. He's blocked the cross with his hand. We've seen it before. We've seen it this season. That's going to be a penalty. But then you watch it and you go, well, he's actually sliding in to make a tackle on Alanga. And if anybody slid in to make a tackle, your hand's going to be in the air. It's a natural position. So if he actually makes any contact on the tackle, you can't really give a handball, although in Europe they do. And when you watch it, he does actually make physical contact with his foot on the tackle on Alanga, and then it flies up onto his hand. So I think, in my opinion, I think that's a harsh penalty. Some people would say, no, it hits his hand, it's a penalty. Now, what I have said, and I will repeat it here, I was saying this on the Bundesliga watch along on Friday, personally would be more comfortable in the Premier League if it hits your hand, it's a penalty. Because you're going to get inconsistent, you're not going to get inconsistencies. You're going to get harsh calls, but I personally think if it hits your hand, instead of being subjective and figuring out whether it's a natural body movement or whatever, I think that should be the case. But that's not the rule. So I don't think it was a penalty in my opinion. And Newcastle fans and people who don't like Arsenal have got every right to moan that should have been a penalty. The flip side of the coin is that Arsenal should have had a penalty as well. So look, ultimately, the officiating was a little bit strange. There was talks of maybe a second yellow card for Calafiori for pulling the shirt. I don't think you can use VAR for that. I don't think you can use VAR for a shirt pull and a second yellow card. So they can't get involved in that. I think you've got to be, even-handed. But the game was not without its controversies. So that's what I'm trying to say. Get in the comments, smash a like on the video. I'll speak to you on the next one.